Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The Ghana President Nana Akufo-Addo has maintained that the democratic process across West Africa is growing into a period of coup and election violence that may erode the fundamental visions of the Ecowas region if caution is not applied. Nana gave the insight at the opening of a high-level parliamentary seminar on 20 years of democratic elections in West Africa, holding in Ghana, the city of Winneba. Speaking on the theme, evaluating 2 decades of democratic elections in the Ecowas region, achievements, challenges, and the way forward, the Ghanaian president noted that in order to uphold the democratic veto, incumbent presidents of the Ecowas countries must abide by their constitutional provisions and avoid elongating its tenure, which is the major causes of political instability in the sub-region. Adding that despite challenges that have embedded these decades of democratic elections, the Ecowas countries still remain a work in progress as democracies, thus expressing optimism on the need to continue to improve on regional electoral system for future generations.
The theme of this seminar, the relevance of which is evident in the light of recent happenings in the ECOWAS community, especially in Guinea and Mali. By choosing to address this topic at this time, ECOWAS's parliament has demonstrated vision, courage, and the spirit to search for solutions aimed at consolidating the democratic growth of the region and help realize the dreams and aspirations of the peoples of the community for a democratic future. Ladies and gentlemen, elections, to use the much-worked phrase, free and fair elections, remain the bedrock of any genuine democracy. And the running of credible elections poses a big challenge to many democracies.
Also speaking on the progress recorded in the region's democratic dispensation, the president of the ECOWAS Commission, Jean-Claude Cassibro, represented by Emmanuel Crodudu, said despite benefits attained, there are a noticeable setback in the acceptance of the outcomes of elections, which raised serious concern. Hence, deepening commitment will consolidate on the region's collective gains.
In recent times, have experienced a noticeable setbacks in the acceptance of the outcomes of election. The contestation of election result has raised a serious concern that has threatened the region's collective gains to consolidate and deepen participatory democracy. Against the backdrop of the above stated facts, the development in democratic trajectory of the region has left a lot of room to be desired in terms of how the values and principles of participatory democracy and election in particular can be managed to address the albatross of the current retrogression which elections have been experiencing in the region.
On his part, the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, Sidi Tunis, further warned that member countries must act within their reach to curb all forms of political instability that have eroded West Africa so as to avoid being referred to as a failed body due to hike of coup d'etat in the region. Tunis stressed that while they as government condemn coup, there is a need to pay attention to the new causes of amending the constitution of a state before elections or upon expiration of tenures of an incumbent president to counter vices across member countries.
Audio Jungle. Audio